for lack of a better word, inherently a female trait. Instead of being upfront, they will just ignore it and hope that you forget and then contact you days later like nothing ever happened.
Especially when they keep saying, let's do something, or yeah, I'll hang out with you,
Yeah.
or yeah, let's do that. And then the
Yeah.
moment you're like, let's plan something.
Yeah. It's red.
Left
on
red.
The human race is divided in two distinct sexes, male and female. While the typical man is a simple creature, there exists a subgroup, the nice guy, a dying breed of chivalrous, romantic, domesticated gentlemen whose qualities are desired by the opposite sex, allegedly. However, they are dismissed and confined in such concepts as the bestie, work husband, and the dreaded friend zone. Joe, Jason, and Manny are the last of the nice guys.
So yeah, I got this idiot.
So yeah, I heard this motherfucking asshole. I can't believe this fucking piece of shit. Like, he just talked to me, and I told him that I don't want to touch your dick, not now, because I'm in. Hey everybody, what's going on?
Why are all your side conversations about dick?
Everything, actually, every commentary before we even recorded.
Okay, first of all, the word dick is universal.
Okay,
is it?
You can call someone a dick. You can refer to your Johnson as a dick.
Okay.
You can maybe someone's name is Dick.
Maybe. Yes. It's a strong maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, fuck all that shit. Welcome guys to the last of the nice guys. I'm Joe.
Jason.
Manny.
And today's topic is not mine, so I have no idea what we're talking about. But apparently Jason has a comment in the background of his video, which I don't know what that's for. It looks like it's on Left on Red, so I'm assuming it's a topic about why did you leave me on red.
Well, you can't make a left.
That's quite
literally. Make a left on red.
That is quite literally the topic. Today's topic is left on red.
Left on red.
Literally left on red.
Yeah, left on red.
Before we get to those topics, we've got two comments from our fantastic female listeners, man's people, because they're the ones that care. We have Crystal Addison. She said, and this is based upon would you date your friend's ex? She says, I would say it depends on the circumstance, but it's okay to date a friend's ex. I've been the person that has dated one of my friend's exes, also been the ex that a friend has dated. Everything worked out as it should have. Well, I don't know what that means.
What does that mean? What do you mean?
Know, right?
What the fuck does that mean?
Everything worked out as it should have.
As it should have.
She didn't say well. She didn't say bad. She said perfectly balanced as all things should.
She said that she dated a friend's ex.
She dated a friend's ex, and she was the ex a friend dated.
So that means she got her man, bro. She got her man.
Yeah, I bought two bags of cocaine or whatever, and pretty much I decided to have a girls' night out, and
everything worked out on you.
Everything worked out
as it should have.
Yeah. Now I'm in the hospital with my girl that overdosed. Come on, man.
I'm talking to my lawyer and said that's our defense. Everything worked out as it should have.
Everything worked out as it should have.
Our next comment is from Ashley Blogging Incorporated. She says, I am crying. I definitely wouldn't date a friend's ex unless I know the friend is kind of a shitty person and the ex is actually a good person, or if the friend was in the wrong, like cheating. And Manny, the last comment proves that you're definitely the catcher in y'all's relationship. I didn't get that. What was she referring to?
I don't know. I gotta ask her.
You have to ask her, because I read it too and I laughed, but I'm just like, wait a minute, what? Maybe I need to re-listen to the episode. Maybe there's something in the episode that we said that. But see, that's what I find it funny, is that she said, I definitely wouldn't date a friend's ex, right? And that's a very definitive statement. I was like, oh, okay. But then she gave a little clause of how she would consider it, you see? And that's what I find most interesting, is that we say these definitive statements, these declarative statements, but then we have a little asterisk. But that's why I don't play that. Does it sound shitty to say, yeah, I would date my friend's exes, especially Joe's? Yes, but I mean, I'm being honest. It does. I know it's shitty, but
there's your answer right there.
In certain circumstances, I don't see any reason why not. So to be closed-minded on certain things, except for butt play, always be closed-minded on butt play. No butt play. Is odd. So I like it. I like that we have these discussions, and that there are these, at least our audience seems to be a little open-minded. The door isn't shut. It's cracked open. Sometimes it's ajar. So, you guys want to respond to any of these comments before we move on to today's topic?
I mean, I don't like the fact that my sister referred to me as, whatever. What was she said? I was a bottom.
No,
I knew it. I knew it.
You said the catcher, but
the catcher. Yeah. Oh. That's technically a bottom.
Nope,
I'm not about that life. I'm not about that.
I heard that. I like the last comment that Manny said, because I always knew he was a bottom. The end. That's what I heard. He's a bottom.
All right.
Literally the end.
Today's topic, I reiterate, today's topic is left on red.
Red.
Now
let's say it again together. 1,
red.
2, 3.
Red.
Left on
red. Okay. No, do it again. Okay, do it again. Come on.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Left on red.
Why are we talking so slow?
Because I have a delay in my thing, apparently, my headphones. I don't know why.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, and I mean, this is self-explanatory. You know what I'm talking about. You're talking to a friend. You're talking to somebody you're trying to talk to. You say something. I'm not saying you make a regular statement. You're in a conversation. You may say something, you're left on red. You may ask a question, you're left on red, and you're just like what the fuck, bro? What happened? So this is inspired by a real world situation that I currently in, but it's nothing serious. And this actually is going to be part of another episode, like how soon is too soon to move on. But a group of my friends, we are all going to this wonderful bar, Glitch Bar, which is a bar, mixed drinks with a free arcade with it. I'm talking about all old school arcade. Fantastic. So I invite a lovely lady out, and I say via text message, hey, we're going out to Glitch Bar. It's drinks. I know you don't drink, but it's drinks, and it's arcades, video games all day. I said, I'll get you the sexiest virgin drink ever. You want to come as my date? That was a full conversation, and that was 2 or 3 days ago, and it's just red. That's it, left on red
for 3 days.
3 days for 3 days. Now it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when she reaches out randomly saying, hey, what's going on? And unfortunately, when that time comes, I'm going to tell her about herself. I'm too old for this kind of stuff. If you don't want to go, just say I don't want to go. That's just simple. No, I don't want to go. I'm not the one to say, well, why not? But why? I'm not that kind of guy. I say, cool, moving on. I already invited somebody else. So it would have been as simple as that. And this is not the first time she's done this. This is actually the 4th or 5th time where she's been invited out. Whether I use the word date or not, doesn't matter. Just invited out in general and left on red. And I let it go. This is how she is. But after this one, I'm like, I don't have to tolerate this behavior. I'm not required to tolerate this behavior, no matter who you are. Old crush, new crush, just a friend. I don't like wishy-washy behavior. I don't think I do it to anybody. I'm almost certain I don't do it to anybody. And if I do, I quickly say, oh my God, it's like, I thought I sent you a message. But I don't purposely leave somebody on red, especially when they know that you see it and you didn't respond.
Well, because women are pieces of shit.
God damn.
Oh, don't say that, man.
God damn. You know that the only people that are interacting with us are women, right? You better calm that down.
First of all, I say that in the sense of, I mean, if you're really gonna think about it, like just really think about it for a second. What gender does this the most?
No, you're right. It is for lack of a better word, inherently a female trait. Instead of being upfront, they will just ignore it and hope that you forget and then contact you days later like nothing ever happened. Right. I hate that shit.
Right. I love women to death, but you guys have a tendency to do this.
You women who do this are cowards. And it's funny, this is my new favorite phrase because this is what I'm seeing, but that's it's a bitch move. It's a cowardly move. You know, just turn the guy down. Just say no. Why don't you not want to say no? It's because you're a coward, and because the guy, you've recognized the guy is worth something to you, that you know that if you turn him down or you say no, you might lose the best of him. And that's what it is. And I've told this story before where I had a coworker, we were really close. I asked her out. She said, "Can I think about it?" I told her, if you have to think about it, that means a no. And it's okay to say no. I made it very clear. It's okay to say no. No, I want to think about it. And then 3 weeks went by. She didn't answer me. I had to call her out on it, saying, "Are you really going to do this?" And I remember, if you guys remember the story, she honestly, I respect this part though. She honestly admitted that she told me she had no intention of ever answering me. She was hoping that this would just fade away. And she'd keep the work husband. She'd keep the close friendship. She'd keep the guy that takes her to not Jamba Juice. What is it? Starbucks. That's what she was hoping for. She was hoping.
You confused Jamba Juice and Starbucks?
I don't care. It's all the same thing to me. It's all overpriced hippie nonsense. So, you know, I this behavior is not mature. This behavior is not acceptable. And you know for a fact that if you're on the other end, you don't like to be left on red by a guy that you were digging or a guy that you
No, of course not.
Like, even a guy that you were friends with, you wouldn't be cool with it. Gents, discuss. Give me an example of you being left on red, or how do you feel about this?
I mean, it's happened to all of us.
Yeah.
My take on it is I've never put too much in anything. I've said this several times. I have an issue with closing because of that. So I'll meet somebody, we'll hang out, we'll do this with such, whatever. But I don't fully pursue because I don't know. I don't call it commitment issues, I guess. I don't know. But I don't have that. I've never really had that 100% trust that things would actually work in a certain way.
Not me either, but 100% trust. You get respect. You get, maturity. You'd get, I don't know, communication. That's what I'm talking about. Because I mean, the example that I just gave recently with being left on red, I'm not in love. I'm not even in like. I'm just like, hey, it's cool.
It's just meeting people in general, and
it's like
they're already doing it now.
It's like, hey, you can use a night out. It would be great to hang out with you. And you get to meet some new people.
Especially when they keep saying, "Let's do something," or "Yeah, I'll hang out with you," or "Yeah, let's do that." And then the moment you're like, "Let's plan something,"
it's red.
Yeah, I had it actually happen to me recently. It happened to me recently.
Yeah, I did it to you.
You know why? Because I said to him, I wanted to be the bottom, and when I said that to him, he was like, "Really?" Red. And he threw the phone away.
You know what it was? It was your questionable story that you had the other day. I didn't like that. I don't like you having thoughts about questionable people. Okay.
What do you mean? What questionable people?
He's already lost.
Yeah.
That's questionable.
Ladies and gentlemen, the host of our podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
I went ahead and had a friend that I knew for a couple of years, and she last week hit me up on Facebook Messenger out of nowhere, and the conversation was going basic: how's life, family, yada yada yada, all that boring shit. And then pretty much she said, "Oh, we need to plan something so we can hang out." And I was like, "All right, cool, no problem. I'm down with that. My schedule's pretty open on the weekends. Let's just figure something out." Then I said, "When is the next time you're available?" Red. And mind you, I'm not like, I'm in a relationship, so it's not like I'm going to, we talked. She knows this, so it was like weird to me because I'm not hitting on you. I'm not flirting with you. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just literally asking you, "Oh, when you want to hang out and catch up?" Red. And the weird thing is that she also is in a relationship with somebody, and I even mentioned, we should try to do like double date.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that was before she left me on red because I had mentioned, I said, yeah, my fiance and I would love to go out with you guys. Just let me know when. When are you available? Red. Now I don't know if that was like a purposely done, or maybe she just doesn't check her messenger. Probably me.
No. Did she see? I mean, did it say red, or was the message never checked? What is it different?
No, it says on a messenger you can see if they read it. It's
exactly.
Seen. Yeah. So seen, I guess. In this case, it says
okay. So it says it was red. Okay.
Seen, yeah. So, but I mean, it was again, it was weird to me, and I've had this happen when I was single in the past, where I've had women basically leave me on red, and the conversation never went sour. It was nothing bad. It was just
exactly.
Like, hey,
it just ended.
It just stopped. Like, I'm not even like, I didn't call anyone a bitch. I didn't say, oh, you suck. Nothing.
So you didn't do the typical Joe thing.
I didn't do the typical Joe thing. I literally just went ahead and I was super nice, super polite, asked out, even said, look, I got the spot, I got the place, the time, red. It happens a lot, man. It happened a lot.
It happened to me
on dating apps too, are the most.
Yes, but I mean the dating apps, I don't take them seriously. So yeah, it happens. I'm talking about somebody that or know-ish, or have been having like conversations with. Like that's the kind of shit that I'm talking about. Like here's a good example. There's one girl that I was talking to off and on, sort of, I don't know, whatever. And she reached out to me and she's like, hey, we should go to this concert together. And this is way back when Jason was a fucking throw rug. I was absolutely, I'll buy our tickets. Let's do this. And I bought our tickets, and it was supposed to be like next week. And we talked on and off then. The week came up, Monday, hey, are you excited about Friday? Left on red. Wednesday, can't wait for Friday. Let me know if we're meeting there. I'm picking you up. I got the tickets. This is what time. Red. So the night before I wig out on this chick, I said, I can't believe you. I can't believe I bought these tickets. I can't believe you reached out to me. You told me you wanted to go. I thought, okay, well, I mean, that girl's feeling me. She's ready, And you left me red all week. Like, are you serious? The things tomorrow. That's when she responded. I'm just getting your messages now. I said, bullshit. You knew we had plans. You didn't think you want to reach out to me about how we're going to do these plans before Friday? I said, give me a fucking break. You're only reaching out to me because I literally called you out and said, I'm done with your ass. And oh shit, Jason, the really, 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 really nice guy who spends, I gotta sweet talk him. He's still that jackass.
I gotta take advantage of this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I gotta take advantage, man. I have to.
So listen, I'm telling you, like, these things have happened, like, and it doesn't make any sense. Like, what's the point? So what is the point of you reaching out to me and then disappearing? What is the point of building a rapport, and then when a question is asked, a gesture is made, a comment is made, you dip out without even saying anything. Not even a word. And then worse than that, you probably pop back around in a week or so. Hey,
like nothing happened.
Like nothing happened.
Hey, big head.
Exactly. Who does that shit? Hey, what are you doing? What are you up to? Why do you care what I'm up to? You're
big head.
Like. It's the craziest thing.
Yeah. Whenever this happened to me, I kind of just let it go. And then whenever that particular individual decided to jump back in, I'd make it kind of awkward. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, yeah. So what are you doing? Oh, I'm just here hanging out, watching the movie that we were supposed to watch. Or
you're passive aggressive. You're passive aggressive. Yeah, I love it. I love that shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So how was it? Oh, it would have been better if you were here, but whatever. This other person that I brought with me is having a great time, though. Like picture.
That's it. That's it. And
passive aggressive shit.
But it's a shame that we have to do this shit. It shouldn't even have to be like this. You don't want to come. You don't want to come. I remember one time, this girl, I think it was the same chick. She, what the hell happened here? She, wanted to hang out for 4th of July. And I said, you like to disappear on me. So I'm not going to plan anything for 4th of July. I'm going to test you. 2 weeks before, look, the boys and I, my sons, we have movie night every Friday, which we do when they're here. And we I was gonna do a whole smorgasbord. Anybody see my social media? I do a hell of a spread. So it was gonna be a bunch of spreads, and she's like, I was like, okay, you're gonna come over, you're gonna bring your daughter, cool. Let's all hang out and let's just see if there's anything there before I waste my time planning anything for. I text her and she actually answers the same day, all day. I'm gonna come, I can't wait. I'm gonna come, I can't wait. I said, okay, well, I'm starting to cook. When are you gonna get here? I'm waiting for my friend to leave. As soon as she leaves, I'll be right over. I gave her my
never left.
gave her my address, and I haven't heard from her since. Word to me. And then I go on Snapchat, like, I don't know, like an hour or two later, there she is out having dinner. I have to assume with some other guy or somebody, because we didn't see anybody, but there was another body there, her daughter, and somebody else. Friend, guy, who cares? I don't give a shit. But you told me you were coming. For all you know, we were waiting on you. Shoot a brother a text. I can't make it. That's it. We are on each other's social media. Do you think that you're gonna post that I made that and hoping that I would not maybe see it? I'm not mad about it. But again, where's the maturity? If you don't want to come, then don't come. You
say
that was a very slow thing that she did though.
That was yeah, exactly. What I'm saying though is if hanging out with me at my place, watching a movie with our kids is beneath you and you need to be taken out, fine. Just say that. Yeah. I'm cool.
Yeah, just say that. Yeah.
All I'll say is, all right, cool. Enjoy your life. You know what I'm saying? If that's what it's about. I'm not hating on you. We all have our standards. But what I'm saying though is you're stringing people along. You know, you're not being real about it. If the answer is no, just let it be no. And let the chips fall where they may. What are you holding on to? What? I don't want to hurt his feelings. So you think ghosting him doesn't hurt his feelings?
It's gonna work. It's gonna be better in your favor.
In the end, his feelings will get hurt. The difference is now he has no idea what he did. So now he's confused and hurt, as opposed to just being hurt. And you get you get off scot-free. I didn't hurt his feelings. I just didn't say anything at all. And I'm sure guys do this too. Typically after they sleep with a woman, I get it. Oh, guys do it too. But yes, yeah, they're more. Guys are more straightforward with it. We sleep with you.
But at least the message is there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But with women, we don't know. You play these freaking games, and I'm just like, what is the point? So again, I ask you, women. I ask you out, kind of on a date. It's not really a date because it's a group thing. A whole bunch of friends are gonna be there. I just said you want to be my date. It's just a word. We're not going out to candlelights. We're gonna go get some virgin drinks. We're gonna play video games with my friends. Friends are coming. Okay. If you didn't want to go, would you just say I don't want to go? Or I'm busy? Just say I'm busy. Yeah. Even if you're not busy, tell me you're washing your fucking hair is better than leaving me on red. Leaving me on red and then knowing in a few days you're going to try and text me and you're going to be the next message right underneath the last message that you left me on red. That's what I love about these chat bubbles is that I can just point out. I'm telling you, I'm not that guy anymore. And I don't like this wishy-washy behavior. And not if, but when. It's going to be when. It says, hey, what are you doing? Hey, what's going on? I'm going to say, hey, not the one. If you want a pen pal, go find somebody else. It's cool.
Why don't you next time try to leave someone that you know of on red, like, and see how they react?
That's actually my next step.
Or
instead of calling them out, leaving them on red.
Or would that be too much of a tit for tat thing?
It would be petty. It would be very petty. But at some point, an eye for an eye, because clearly me being a stand-up guy, me being a guy that knows what he wants, me being a guy.
That's never enough.
It's never enough.
I've done that. I've definitely done that. I left the person on red that's left me on red.
Oh yeah, and how did that turn out?
Yeah, how did that turn out? I'm curious about that.
It was a complete ghosting session.
Between, what do you mean?
Like it was like, hey, like, or let's just say I'll start off the message and say, hey, and it's on red. A few days later or a week later, I get that return back, hey, and then I won't say anything, and it's on red. And then I'll come back a few days later, say that just tit for tat, and a few days or a week later, hey.
Oh God.
And then they'll have the nerve like, I think we're playing phone tag. Ha ha ha. No.
What?
That's not funny though. None of that is funny.
That is what I want to say. Delusional. Because they clearly
no, that's what that is. That is delusional.
Clearly.
Oh, Joe's getting pulled over.
What's going on? That's a shame.
Yeah.
He'll get away with it. He's white.
Yeah, exactly. Scot-free too.
But yeah, man.
No, but yeah, that does sound like delusion, like the back and forth tiff with that. I think that's great.
Yeah, and then the next thing is then like if it's even happened to me where I'll leave them on red and then nothing happens after that. Like there's no activity.
And that's perfect.
Yeah, and then something happens where you like run into them like in public or social media, something stupid.
Bro.
And then
that's so
me, I just keep it moving. I'm just like, oh hey, what's up? And I just keep going. Or no,
has that ever happened to you, Jay?
I go,
hey! Where I have run into somebody that left me on red?
Yeah, like has that happened to you? Like you found them and you spoke, like what did you say?
I don't think it's ever happened. I don't think it's ever happened. The closest
that happened to me one time.
Yeah.
You know what I did?
One time.
What did you do?
I just said, hey. And I kept going.
You know what? Exactly, no, it did happen. It did happen. It did happen. It did happen. Okay. There was this one girl, her name was Blank, and she
Blanca, that's very Hispanic.
She'd be like, no, we were talking and but we used to hang out. Like she'd want to go like run an errand last minute and say, hey, come with me. And I'd go with her. And me and her were like going out on, at the time I called them outings. It was basically a date, but I didn't call it a date because I knew it'd scare the freaking girl away. So I called it outings. Basically, it was me and her going out, and I would pay. One of the best outings we had was we went to this billiards club, and we drank so many Fireball shots and played pool all fucking night. One of the best non-dates or outings I ever been on, or date or pseudo dates. Anyway, so we I started saying, listen, is this gonna go anywhere? Because it's funny because this dovetails into dating your friend's ex. One of my friends used to dig her. They never dated though. And I said, this is gonna go somewhere. I need to talk to him about this and say, listen, let him know that I'm kind of digging you. And she left me on red. Completely red. And I said, and I never spoke to her again. She actually is getting married now. It's funny. So flash forward.
Maybe you helped her to basically get to that.
I'm good luck, Jay. So yeah, you date me, and then after you dump me, you find the love of your life. It's happened. So flash forward, it's got to be like a year or two, and I'm doing and I hate to mention the Geek Bros. I was doing a Geek Bros recording session at I think it was one of the Comic-Cons, and literally dressed in my Sora outfit, I bump right into her, and I looked at her, she looked at me, and I said, hey, what's up? And I just kept on walking.
That's exactly what happened to me. Yeah, that's what I did.
But the thing is though, is that I don't know if I did it passive aggressively or if I did it because I was in a rush to go record and do, I think it was an interview we were doing at the same time. So like I saw her and my heart sank for a second and I was like, hey, what's up? And I just kept on going. So I don't know if I would have stopped had I been there leisurely, or if it was just because we really need to get this guy because we were interviewing for this particular I think it was Magic City Comic-Con. So I don't know. It happened one time. What
could you say in that position where if they do that to you
you
see him in public? Yeah, I mean,
like, hey, how are you?
What are you supposed to do at that point? You're just supposed to just do the same thing you did via text and just keep it pushing.
What's happening the last couple of days that we haven't been talking since I texted you that?
Yeah. I know I left you on red, but I mean,
I think the turnoff level would be too high for me to engage and ask why you did that. Like I would just yeah.
You know what is though? There's no point in asking why, because the why wouldn't change the fact that it was done. Because if the why mattered, she would have told you, and there would be no why. You would know exactly. I didn't like that you're a coloring book. I didn't like that you
wait, why?
I didn't like that you pretend to be black. I don't like that you make a lot of a lot of silly voices. The why would have been there. You know what I'm trying to say? So to know why after the fact, it would be a moot point. I don't give a shit why now. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions that I have for females in my past, friends, ex-girlfriends, ex shoulda, woulda, coulda. why, but I realize now the why would not change the fact that it happened.
Right.
At this point.
Right.
So knowing why would give me no more or less solace. If it, let's say it was my fault, what am I gonna do now with that? Let's say I
nothing.
Nothing. Then in the end, the why after this, it's called there's a statute of limitation with why. Who the fuck cares why? You did it. If you cared enough to give me a why, you'd have told me instead of ghosting me. You would have said, I'm not interested. I only like you as a friend. I don't want to go out. Blah, 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 blah. You know, that's it. Why can't we be upfront? You know, why can't we be upfront with each
other? Because it follows along with every other topic that we've had about women in general. It's just not, it doesn't work. It's the honesty will never be there. So that's the reason. That is the reason why.
I don't see, here's the thing. Now, as a tech guy, there are ways to avoid.
As a TED guy.
Tech.
Tech guy.
I thought you said TED.
Yeah, I don't know what. I heard tent as a tent guy.
It sounded like you said TED.
You said tent and you're saying TED. I said tech.
I don't know. I heard tent as a tent guy. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I like to go out.
I heard
I like to go out camping.
And I wasn't going to question it though, Joe. I wasn't going to continue. I wasn't going to question it.
No, I was questioning that. Sorry.
I wasn't going to question that.
Well, of course, everything about you is questionable, Joe. So anyway,
it's questionable.
Questionable over here.
Okay, I
questionable.
White tank top, no.
And you guys over there with your two girls and the one
was questionable.
Questionable is like, where's your friend?
Yeah, questionable. Oh my god, that's so funny. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Joe?
I'm not.
Oh, Manny, what were you gonna say?
I'm
wow,
not
good job.
I'm one color, sort of.
Allegedly.
But shit, what the hell was I gonna say?
As a
tech guy, there are ways to avoid this little red or seen indicator on the apps or whatever, and that's what, and as long as you go into the app and open it where the message is, it will always show that you've read it.
Right
So you took the point to open it, look at it, and then what?
You chose not to respond. I understand. A couple hours later, I kind of.
But does that make sense? A couple hours later, I don't even think that.
Listen, I'll take it. We all have lives. We have jobs. Things happen. I'll give you a couple hours. Even the end of the day, 24 hours is stretching it. But after that, the same chicken question, okay, that I brought up. I was planning a date, I guess, and I said, you know what? Check it out. It's a non-pay week. Let's do something more low key. Come through. Let's junk out. Let's watch a movie. Kind of like what we used to do back in the day when we used to hang out.
Right.
And left me on red for 28 hours. I wasn't counting.
Oh, because it wasn't a 5-star restaurant.
Right. And then the answer
was in downtown Miami.
Hold on. But she's not that kind of girl though. Manny knows her. She's not that kind of girl. You know, so is he laughing
he
is laughing. So check it out. So she does respond. She responds over 24 hours later, and her response is, mind you, and this is for that night in question. She's now responding a full 20. What kind of fast food are we talking about? And I looked at that text message 20 something hours later, and I said, I left that shit on red. Please believe that was left on red. What else could I say? Sorry, that was for yesterday. Like, if I responded, it would have been like, what the fuck, bro? This was yesterday.
What?
You know what I'm saying? So, which is why, of course, when she's like, hey, I better check it out, chick. Just, go find another pen pal. I'm not with it.
Yeah, like,
I'm not with it. Like I have literally 3 examples of you leaving me on red and then responding to me.
That's the second time you mentioned pen pal, by the way. Do you have a pen pal?
No, but that's what I call pen pals girls.
Just like the text.
Just like the text.
Okay, just like Manny says, tent instead of tech.
Yeah, exactly. Just like the tent. So no, all they want to do is either stay on the phone, talk on the phone, or text. When you try and push it to, like, God forbid, a video chat or to, like, hang out in person,
right?
They leave you on red, or they just they have excuses for days. Those women I consider, but they still text you from sun up to sundown. They'll text you, bro. They'll call you, but they won't hang out in person. And people, will they have a boyfriend or something? I don't give a shit. What I'm saying is, in the end, you're looking for a pen pal, and I'm not that guy. I made it very clear on this podcast, and in reality, I have no interest in any female friends. I don't need any more. I got plenty.
Amen.
I got some really good ones, and I don't need any more. If I'm gonna find another woman that I'm gonna be that close to, she might as well be my woman. She might as well be somebody that if I'm gonna end up taking her out and being a good guy too, or shoulder to cry on, anybody new, you gotta be dating me. That's the best of me, and that is reserved for really close friends or my significant other.
Until they leave you on red.
And until they leave me on red, or until they dump me when I ask them to act like a girlfriend. So yeah, so that's about it. Like, it's the craziest thing.
And that's so common, that thing too. Like the left on red is so common.
Yes.
And then the big question is, why is it done? Why? What is the purpose behind it?
Cowards.
If you are trying to send a message sent the first time. Unless you're one of those people that's just like, oh, I was in the middle of watching a movie last night. Okay, whatever have you. Just if you're a repeat offender.
Oh yeah.
Message is sent, man. Like, you don't even have to sit there and look at the message and freak out at that second. Like, damn, what do I say? Do I say something? Do I not say something? Leave it on red. Your message is sent, but don't expect,
no, not even just that. Don't even ever reach out again.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you do reach out, don't expect the whole, oh, everything's great. That's
no. You should, if you have the nerve to leave somebody on red, then you should be smart to never reach out to them again. And if you're doing it on purpose, you have no excuse. You are purposely opening their message. You're purposely seeing that they sent you a message, and you are purposely not responding. You know this message requires a response of some kind, and you're choosing to ignore the message. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think you need to be contacting this person again. Clearly, you don't respect them. Clearly, you don't care, and it's fine. I'm not saying you're supposed to respect everybody. I'm not supposed to care about everybody, but then don't reach out to this person again. Don't be like, what's going on? How long time? How have you been? Bitch, you left me on red.
Yeah.
It's the
concern. Mind? It's the concern for that gets me too. It's the concern of some women actually will tell you, well, I've gotten told this before. This was like years ago, like 7 years ago. I've gotten told from a woman on a dating app, from a woman on a dating app, from a woman on a dating app. I had gotten her number, so that was a very successful thing. And then for some reason, I guess it was common for her to pretty much leave me on red, but for the most basic questions, like, like basically, like,
what did you have for lunch today? Red.
No, not even that, because I don't care about what the fuck they eat. Like basic stuff, like, what's your future plans? Like, what do you do with your job? Red. And I'm like, and I'm talking about like maybe a day later, I get an answer, but you saw the message.
Yeah.
So either you want me to just say, or be blunt about it and say, you know what, I'm going to come over and have sex. And then you'll probably reply because the most basic questions you're ignoring me on. But if I ask you something raunchy or something that's like out of the ordinary, you respond quickly. And that's what it was.
Well, that means she didn't want to get to know you. She wanted to get down tonight.
Exactly. Suffice to say,
she wanted you to
down, and it was
zoom in her boom boom. That's what it was.
That's all. Then that's what we did. And I realized from that night on that I tried that trick with other women. It didn't work. So,
see, it's funny you said this because years ago, it's funny because the same job that I left, that I transferred out of, I had actually transferred out of one time before, but it was 6 months into my first year. Because I was a go-getter back then. Coworkers loved me. I was only there for 6 months. My coworkers loved me. So when I was leaving, they said, "We gotta throw a party for Jason. We're gonna throw it at Cafe Iguanas." This one individual came in, and she was so pretty. Okay, and I said, "Hey, listen, it was great talking to you every time you came in. This is my last day. My coworkers are throwing me a party. I'd love you to come." She goes, "Sure, I'd come. you have my number? I said I could, but you got to give it to me. So she writes.
Hold
on
nice.
now. Writes
Ooh,
down
real
her.
slick.
She writes down her number, okay, and her name, okay. And I'm like, great. I'll see you tonight. I called her when I got out of work, and no answer. I called her when we got to Cafe Iguanas, no answer. Sent her a text saying, "Hey, we're here. Let me know if you're coming through, so I can save you the drink tickets." At the time, Cafe Iguanas gave 2 free drink tickets if you had reserved spots. And I said, "Let me save you some tickets." She never showed up, and I didn't really care in the end because we had a great night. I called her. I think I called her, texted her the day after to make sure she was okay. Hey, listen, you missed a good time. No answer.
No answer.
Now Jason was more persistent back then. So I would call the day after. I think I called the end of the week, and still no answer. I called the next week, no answer. So I took the hint after that. I called her 2 months into my new position randomly. I said, you know what? I'm stuck at a really long red light. I'll never forget it. I was on Northeast 6th and 163rd. I was right across from the Taco Bell. I won't forget, because I was like, should I get some Taco Bell? I said, oh, look, that's her number. Called. It barely ringed once. She picks up. Hello? Hey, it's Jason. What's up? She goes, oh, hey, how are you? She goes, check this out. How's the new job? Chick remembers. It's great. Yeah, I'm loving it so much. It's all right. Well, I was just calling to check up on you. Goodbye. And hung up. Deleted her number.
Wow.
Deleted her number. She was screening. Check it out.
Man.
She was screening my phone calls for 2 weeks after voluntarily giving me her number. What the shit is that? It was her real number. I thought it was a fake number. It was her 2 months later, but I stopped calling.
Screened your ass, Jesus.
And she forgot. She chopped and screwed me. She must have forgot my number and picked up and remembered who I was. Remembered I changed my job. Even asked me how it was. Why would you give a man, genuine guy? I wasn't slimy. You're
a genuine gent.
Why would you give him your real number only to screen him?
Joe.
I was just being nice. Give him a fake number. Tell him you can't go. You gave him your real number and screened his calls for 2 weeks? What the fuck is that?
I wanted to tell you guys this when I went out last week. And Jay, yes. I think I had spoken to you about this. Yeah. But it was the second night. Yes. And I went out with my boys and one of his female friends. Right. And it just so happens, God, here we go. It just so happens that there was a number that was given to me, and I said, "Oh, okay, whatever, whatever." It was a guy, and then I was like, questionable. And then it was a guy. He was very handsome. His name was Brad. His name was Bradley. I called him Bradley, but his name was Brad. But Bradley. So I had gotten a number. And it just so happens that the same thing happened to me what happened to you just now. But I got the fake number though. I got. You want to know why I got a fake number? Okay, because maybe I didn't. No, maybe I didn't. But here's the thing: when Manny was explaining before, when you can see when your text messages are left on read or not. Yes. Right. Okay. So apparently, this woman had a iPhone. So I could see it being delivered because I have an iPhone too. Right. The thing is, I don't think it was turned on her end or my end.
She gave Joe her kick.
Who uses kick?
She gave Joe her kick.
But wait. The best part about it is that I had did the 2 text rule. I had text once, and it was the next morning. And then later on that day, I did the second text. Both said delivered. I could not see any read. I could not see any seen. Nothing. I deleted the number right after that. I was like,
yeah, that's it. That's it.
There was nothing I can do. And you know what? It was for fun. And I'll just leave it at that because I'm not going to say any more on air. But
of course.
But it was funny because I kind of had a funny feeling that was going to happen. And that's what women do nowadays.
Did you ask for the number? Or did you?
It was given.
Yeah, but did you ever have the intent to get the number? Like, did you just get a random number?
No. We were in the bar, and her and her two friends approached me and then started talking to me, and then she just started talking to me by herself.
But how did you get the number? Did you ask for it, or was it?
No, I didn't. I didn't ask for anything. I didn't ask for shit.
Okay, so it was voluntarily given to you.
Yes.
It's random.
Never asked. But I mean, I didn't have any time. My goal that night wasn't to go ahead and scour for women.
Of course not. No, that was just you, whatever. But that's why I was wondering whether was it voluntary, because that's what I'm saying. It gets to the point. Why did you voluntarily give this man your number
and then not reply, text, nothing, call, nothing?
What was the point of that? Why would you?
Nothing.
Why? I just don't understand it,
bro. It was so weird, and it brought me back to my earlier days as when I was younger, that I would run into dumb shit like this.
Yeah.
But never at my 35. Like I and again, this is like for fun, just to see if I still have it. Like,
yeah, but this is what I tell you is that the same bullshit, the same drama, the same wishy-washiness, it doesn't change from junior high school. It just pretends to be mature. That's all it is. Because when I talk about some of these stories, I on this podcast, I've said it very clearly. How old are we? You know what I'm saying? It's the funny thing. So, I don't ever, maturity is in the eye of the beholder. Maturity is a myth because the drama is the same. It's just use bigger words and you have a 9 to 5. That's all the drama is.
That's all it is.
Same thing. So that's how I feel. Sorry, guys, we're going to wrap this up of the topic left on red. Do you have any questions for females? Instead of advice.
Why do you leave us on red?
But why? man.
Why do you leave us on red? I'm tired of it. Stop it. Stop doing it. Stop.
Mine is it's just plain and simple. This doesn't affect me too much. It happens very randomly to me, so it happens to everybody, obviously. But
yeah, it does. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying as shit. But I don't let it get to me. I move on. I pick up and keep going.
I'm not saying that either of us are dwelling on it. It just gets aggravating. It's kind of like somebody poking you, and every once in a while somebody pokes you, you flip out. Why the hell are you poking me for? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
this topic would have been perfect for us if we were in our younger 20s, though. Like this would have been perfect for us.
I guess perfect more for you. You would have more examples, I guess, maybe.
I think in my 20s I'm gonna be like, yo, you think you're the only bitch I'm talking to, huh? Look at all these other. I got questionables in here, all right?
I got questionables in here. Manny, questions.
I get stupid as well. Oh my god. Questionable. My thing is, if you know that you have intent to leave men on red, why would you do it so inadvertently, like
effortlessly?
It's just so it just comes naturally.
Boggles the mind.
Why? Because damn well if you're really into somebody or you just want to get somebody's attention and that happens to you, you'd freak out, you'd lose your shit over it. So why
you call your girlfriends, you
even friends like not of the same sex, like it's like, oh my god, you didn't respond to my picture. Like
girl, this guy just asked me a weird question. I left that motherfucker on red.
Yas queen slay.
So it's like if you have the intent to do it and you don't want to be done to you, like isn't that like how we all were supposed to be raised? Like treat others as others would treat you. Like
Manny, you are on point so much, but not for this culture today.
No, definitely not. But that's the reason why this culture today is falling apart so much, because they just don't care to understand. Like it's just who cares? Who cares about this? Who cares about that? I care about how I feel. I care about my image. Okay, well, your image is about to be more shit because the more people like, yo, I met this girl named Rihanna, right? And all she does is let me on red. Yo, I did that bitch too. Adrian.
Wait, why did you say Adrian?
Because he's like fucking Rocky. Like, where the hell is
this? He doesn't.
He doesn't.
Hey, I don't sound like Rocky. What you talking about? Adrian. Hey, it's my podcast.
Questionable.
Right? This show is going down the shitter so fast.
It is. That's why.
But yeah, the question is just if it's so effortlessly done to you, why waste your time?
Yeah.
Why put in the effort?
Yeah, why waste your time? Why waste your time?
You're putting in the effort to do this. when no effort should just be done at all. Like if you're not interested, just say so.
Or don't even engage. Don't even engage. If you that's your intention. It's always a game. For me, the only question I have is, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's it. There's another question. The fuck is wrong with you?
And exactly what Manny said. If you don't like it being done to you, don't. I mean, it's just basic common sense, though.
We boil it all down to, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah,
that's it.
And also, just be honest, because men of our stature and age really don't care if you say no or if you don't want to go out.
We really don't.
Like we really don't give a shit. Like do that to 25-year-olds and below. Like don't do it to like.
No, you can do it to 25-year-olds, but 25-year-olds and below are gonna curse you the fuck out. We're just gonna say, okay, cool, that's it. All right, cool. I'll never again. That's as simple as that. We just won't do it.
Yeah.
Most men or more mature anything. We'll just say, okay, cool. Sorry you feel that way, or okay, cool,
and not care. And not care.
And we're not, I don't think we're not gonna beg you. As simple as that.
No, because there's a lot more questionables down.
There's more questionables.
Oh my God, with the questionables. All right.
Look, Joey's driving around looking for him right now.
Joey and his questionables.
He's looking for him right now. Look at him.
Yeah, he's cruising for his questionables. All right, so that's it. That's it for the Last of the Nice Guys podcast. I'm Jason.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Manny.
And thank you for your time.
The Last of the Nice Guys. Follow, like, and subscribe on Twitter and Instagram at Last Nice Guys, Facebook.com/Last Nice Guys, or email lastoftheniceguys@yahoo.com.